All right, welcome back. Mr. Antonucci here, and today we're kicking off a four-part series on summarizing quantitative data with numbers. When we describe a data set, finding the center is usually just one step, but should you use the mean or median? They measure center in very different ways, and today we're going to break down how to calculate both and why outliers really change the game. So let's jump in. Here we have the data on grams of sugar per serving for 14 popular cereal brands. To find the median, which is literally the middle number, your very first step must always be sort the data from smallest to largest. Since there are 14 data values and 14 is even, there isn't one single number sitting in the exact middle. Instead, we take the two middle numbers, the seventh and eighth values, which are 8 and 9, and average those together. So if you add 8 and 9 and divide by 2, you get 8.5 grams. So the median sugar content is 8.5 grams. Now let's calculate the mean, or x bar. To find the mean, you add up all the values and divide by the total count, which in this case, again, is 14. So if you add all 14 brands, that's 109 grams, dividing 109 by 14 is going to give you 7.79 grams of sugar. Now here's the key AP Stats concept. Look at part B. Raisin Bran has 18 grams of sugar, much higher than the rest. What happens if we remove that high value? So when we remove that high value, now we're down to 13 brands. So we add those 13 up, which drops the total to 91, and then divide 91 by 13. Our new mean is 7 grams. Notice how that single high value pulled the mean up from 7 to 7.79. This is why we say the mean is not resistant to extreme values or outliers, whereas the median stays stable. Now, we could quickly do mean and median in Desmos, and I'll show you how to do that now. All right, I'm going to show you how to do mean and median in Desmos. First, you want to enter your data values as a list. Remember, a list, you type in a capital letter, equal, bracket, and then put your list in. You can type it in, make sure you separate the data values by commas. Then you literally type the word mean with a parenthesis and then put the name of your list. In this case, I used A, and it will automatically count the mean. Now, what's really nice about this is if you edit your list, it will automatically update the mean. So if I take the 8 off of 18, notice it really changes the mean because it's now counting that last data value as 1. To completely remove that, I would have to take off the 1 and the comma, and now I have 13 values, and notice the average went down. Now, if I want to do median, I simply type in the word median and parenthesis and the list name. And here the median is 8.5. So what's nice about this is you can easily add or remove different data values and see what the effect is. All right, so a quick recap. The median is the physical midpoint of a sorted data set. If n is even, you average the middle two. The mean, this is the arithmetic average. That's just the sum of the data set divided by n, which is the amount of data in the set. It's also known as x bar. That's the notation we use in statistics. Resistance is the sensitivity to outliers and skewness. The mean is sensitive to those, so we would say it is not resistant, while the median is not sensitive to outliers and skewness, so we would say it is resistant to outliers and skewness. Also keep this rule in mind. Skewed data uses median, symmetric data uses mean. Well, that's it. Make sure you drop your questions below in the comments. Hit that like button if this video helped you out, and make sure you subscribe to the channel so you never miss a stats video when they drop. Take care.